Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Tight on Muscle and Mind. Been off the grid a little bit, been busy dealing with the world's problems, but that's life. So today I'm going to talk about why I fight so hard for the brand, and that brand's Tight on Fitness. I guess, you know, Tight on Fitness has been a big part of my life for the better part of my life for over 20 years. So the reason I fight really hard for it is because, you know, it was started through my family, who have been a big part of my journey, and I've been a big part of their journey as well. And, you know, we went through so much in the early days, and that pretty much made me the person I am today. Now, do you have a lot of challenges within that? Certainly, there's probably more than you could have ever imagined, and those challenges are constant. And what keeps me fighting for it? And I think the biggest thing is your vision and mission. And my mission's always been to, you know, affect 1 billion people through what we do. And it's a big, audacious goal, but I think you have to have big goals if you want to be driven to wake up every morning and deal with the setbacks and all the challenges that come with that. And you know, people, like, I kind of get asked, like, why are you so driven, you know? And I was having this chat with my wife the other day, like, what is it? And the reality is, like, you know, we're ambassadors for Save Our Sons, and it's about muscular dystrophy, and those kids are going to pass away without a cure, and their families just watch those kids deteriorate over time. I mean, it's an amazing cause that my sister-in-law is involved in, and she's also part of the board there, and she's actually doing the walkathon today. She's been doing 30 Ks a day for the last week and a bit. You know, I've been following her on WhatsApp with the family, and it makes you realize money is a vehicle to help others. And for me, we didn't grow up rich, you know. I think we were somewhat middle class to lower middle class. And, you know, I remember as a kid, as a 13-year-old, I wanted to take that responsibility of one day being old enough to help my family. But once you get to a point where you can do that, then what's next? And when you see young kids like that, whose parents have to watch that, it makes you realize that the only thing that can save those kids is money, really. Money and finding a cure for them. And, you know, my mission is to help as many people while I'm alive through what we do here at Tight on Fitness, and that's transforming lives. And I was lucky enough to get into the fitness industry through my brother at a young age, and I used to go watch him as a 10-year-old. And, you know, I've been going through sort of a bit of you know, family issues where my dad's not feeling the best at the moment, but I'm lucky enough that I have spent the better part of my life with him. And it makes you realize when you're in there, if you have an opportunity to be able to help people, and you can earn enough money with what you do and with the team around you, you can actually help a lot more people. And that's why I'm talking about why I fight hard for the brand. When you come from nothing and your parents are immigrants, and you start making it, and you can have an impact and help people, there's no better feeling than that. And, you know, we always get emails and testimonials of why the culture is so good at Tight on Fitness, because I fight really hard for that, for those inches where we can have an effect on our members. And, you know, I'm always probably going to be the one that becomes the most outspoken when it comes to service and value, because I'm thinking of the members every single day. And, you know, as a CEO, as an entrepreneur, what happens is there's times when the challenges may seem hard, but really my whole life was a challenge. So you overcome things pretty easily. Like, there's not many things that can get you down. But your vision and mission is what you drive towards, and you get up every morning pushing yourself to be able to have that impact that you know you can. I feel, you know, us as humans and us as individuals, our potential is nearly limitless, and what I push and strive for is finding that potential within every single person that works for me and members that come through that door, because I wasn't the brightest kid at school. I was, you know, one of those guys that veered away from education. I didn't like studying. Probably had points where I had some really good arguments with my mum, and you know, I never forget, we used to really go at it, and she used to say, you know, you're going to amount to nothing if you keep going the way you are, and she was right. But those words stuck with me when, you know, when people say that you can't make it. And to be perfectly honest, there's nothing wrong with what she said. I prompted that. I actually deserved that. And I thrive off that. I thrive off that, where people believe that I can't do something or I can't better myself. Because at the end of the day, it's just a mindset of what you believe. If someone says something, it's how you interpret that. For me, it was probably an awakening, and I probably needed that kick in the guts and that honesty, because the way I was going, I probably wasn't going to be worthy of being in the position I am. But I always knew I was going to do something that was going to be special, and I'm happy to say that we've already done a lot to help people. But the mission hasn't even really started. I mean, there's a lot of work to do to be able to get to where I want, and I'm fine with that. I'm fine with the fight. I'm fine with you know, what comes with it. And I think every day is a fight to become better at what you want to become good at. I was never kind of good talking in the front of the camera. I never really wanted to tell people what I was good at and what I wasn't good at. But I think everyone's got that in them. I think everyone has doubts that they need to overcome each and every day. I always say people have to be in the right environment to overcome those obstacles that may come in their way. You know, I'm not one for excuses. I never quit. You know, I'm always fighting every single day, and you know, I believe that, you know, if you surround yourself in the right circles, doesn't matter how hard life gets and how many times you get hit, you'll continue to keep moving forward and get up each and every day. But that's a part of life. So if your purpose to achieve greatness is something for you, and you want to be able to help people far beyond yourself, you have to extend yourself and push yourself to the edge of greatness, or to the edge of your potential. Now, is that a hard work? It's extremely hard, because if you're constantly chasing the person you want to become, well, you're never going to catch that person. So what's going to drive you to become that next version of yourself? It's your mission, really. It's your mission. And you know, like, I couldn't do this with people around me. You know, like having, you know, my brother, my wife, you know, my niece behind the camera right there now, listening to this. Actually, she's taking it all in, and I'm sure she is. But you know, to be able to have the people around you that will facilitate you towards your dreams is a big thing, and they have to be able to buy into that. And when I look at where I come from, and this is a family business, and it's got that family feel. Everyone wants to belong to a family business. Everyone wants to belong to a family culture. And when I look at where I came from, and how hard each person in the family fought for us to be here, when all odds were stacked against us, it makes you appreciate what you have, but also appreciate and push yourself towards where you want to go. So it's important to look at where you want to go, who you need to surround yourself around, and then stick to your guns in what your choices are and what your decisions are, and that no one's more valuable than the person that's pushing towards their mission. And to back yourself through adversity, through challenges, and to keep fighting each and every single day. When things may seem stacked up against you, they're really not. It's because you haven't had the right conversations, or you haven't really shared your mission and vision enough, which I'm going to do a lot more of now, because I believe it's a big part of where I'm going, and I'm going to attract the type of people that I need into my business because I'm so strong about where I want to go. Obviously, when I'm pushing towards that, it's really, at the end of the day, is to help as many people as I can, because I'm only as good as the impact I have on others, and I've also got to back myself every single day when life gets hard, which it will, and it will continue to be like that. And that's the biggest takeaway, guys. Just be driven every single day. Get around people that are going to extend you and push you to your limits. Get around people that are doing better than you in business or in life in general, and work with those guys. And sooner or later, you'll find that you can get to any place you want, as long as you want it bad enough, and it becomes a must and non-negotiable in your life. And don't bow down to your goals. Rise up to them. It's very important that you rise up to them and you rise up to your targets and where you want to be in life. So that's my message today. How long did we go for?
12 minutes.
Oh, 12's not bad. Have you got any questions for me, new cameraman, for the podcast? Any questions you might have? What about you, Jen? Your final ditch at
No, I haven't got any questions.
Did I wrap
Wrapped
it up there? Yeah. So just believe in yourself, guys. Stay strong every single day. Don't feel like you're ever alone. Whatever you're going through, there's millions of people around the world going through the same thing. So you're never on your own. And if you feel like you need help, reach out to people that can help you. I'm lucky enough to have a support network where, my brother just says it the way it is. He says, just fucking do it, man. Don't give a fuck what anyone says. And don't worry about it, because if you know where you're going, ain't no one gonna stop you. He doesn't say it exactly like that, but I just made it sound a bit spicier. But that's it, guys. Thanks again. Tune in next time. These are really good episodes. They pretty much take you into my life, and I'm going to go deeper into it and share some stories of setbacks and comebacks as well. So I want to thank you again, and please share, subscribe, like, tell a friend. This may be valuable for them. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.